Before having a relationship with God, I didn't realize how hyper independent I was and the pride that I had when it came to being independent. Somewhere throughout my life, and I feel like I've been like this for most of my life, but I felt like I have to be the one to get it done. I have to make sure that things happen for me. And I think it only increased when I became a mother, right? Feeling like I have to be the one to do everything or do what I need to do or make sure, just hustle hard. No matter how tired I am, it don't matter how many things I already have on my plate. I felt like I have to put more on my plate because I have to make sure that things happen and that things get done. And that is not a way to live. And God quickly showed me the pride that I had in being so independent and how that I could no longer live that way. And especially as a woman, I'm going to speak for women because I am a woman, and this is the way that God kind of showed me I was being too independent. Because when you're in a relationship with God, you have to let God be God, right? You have to let him take care of you. That is the whole purpose of being God's child and having a relationship with him. You have to communicate with him. You have to show him where you're weak. You have to tell him what you need. And this was something that I struggled with. I did not like telling people that I needed them for things, or I did not like showing my weaknesses. I had to uphold what I felt like was this image to people, when on the inside I was actually exhausted. I was actually just fighting with a lot of things internally, putting too much on my plate that I could just not handle, and I was just fighting my way through it. And the Lord had to show me that as women, we're not designed to carry those heavy burdens like that. This soft life that everybody be talking about, you can have that if you just give those burdens to God. If you just be honest with the Lord and let him know what you're carrying is too much, that you need help, that you need him to do certain things, you have to lay those burdens at his feet and tell him what you need. And I guarantee you, once you start opening up to God and you just lay your burdens at his feet, I mean everything. You have to literally learn to be needy when it comes to God, because that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to need him. So I had to learn to be needy. Every time that I'm feeling overwhelmed, every time that I'm feeling like I'm carrying too many things, every time that I feel like my load is getting too heavy, I go and place it at his feet and I tell him what I need. And because he's a good father, right? Because he loves me, because he doesn't want to see me carrying burdens that I shouldn't carry, he lifts those burdens off of me. He takes care of those things that I need taken care of. And that's the beauty of being God's daughter. That's the beauty of being his child, is he gives you that soft life that you want so much. And I think because, God is not here in the physical, we can't see him. We think that we can't have that type of life with God. But I'm here to tell you that you can. Because I fought myself so hard with this for so long. And the amount of relief and the amount of just peace that I have in knowing that I can take these things to God. I can take these burdens to God. I can take these feelings of overwhelm to God. It makes life so much easier. Now, you're still going to have things that you have to suffer through, things that you have to deal with, right? Just because we live in a fallen world and this is life, right? So there are things that, you have to be patient for and wait on God for. But life is so much easier when you immediately take those burdens and lay them at his feet and just let God be God. Let him do what he's trying to do in your life. And it makes it 10 times easier. So any woman out there who's struggling with hyper independence, Believe me, I know how you feel. I've been there. This is something that I've struggled with. But I'm telling you, start being honest with God. Start laying those things at his feet and telling him what you need. And watch how quick your Father shows up for you.